So in October of 2016, a very close friend of mine sent me a video of the person who is now a media mogul and multi-New York Times best-selling author, Gary Vaynerchuk. The video was aimed at entrepreneurs and content creators. And at that point in time, I had no wishes, no desires, no hopes or goals of being a YouTuber or vlogger. And yet there was something that Gary said that really stuck with me and would continue to do so for a couple of years. Let me let Gary tell you what that is.
People aren't starting. They're just not making. They're thinking, they're pondering, they're strategizing, they're debating. A lot of people look at finished products. They look at LeBron today. They look at Kobe today. They look at Beyonce today. You need to be thinking about documenting more than you need to be thinking about creating.
After watching the video, it resonated with me for a long time. And I continued to think about it. I continued to brainstorm. I continued to think through what is it that I could possibly even offer the world that would be of value, and yet I couldn't get this gut feeling out that it was something that I should do. It was something that I should create, regardless of the fears and doubts and uncertainty that I felt. And between me and you, I thought that even if I wanted to do it, that it would be too easy for me to weasel out. And so I asked my kids recently what they thought about the idea, and this is what they had to say. Hey guys.
Yeah. Hi.
I think I'm gonna start a vlog.
Do it.
No.
Should I do a vlog?
Yeah. No.
Yes.
And so we are going to do it. We are going to begin a new video series documenting this journey. You know, I feel that anyone who starts a new business or a new endeavor that you deeply want to succeed, we all find ourselves on the precipice of this gap that can often bring fear, doubt, uncertainty, because we know the life we have, we know the story that we're telling, and we also know the story we want to tell and the life we want to have. And in between there is this large gap filled with question marks, uncertainty, and sometimes darkness. And yet, if we succeed in bridging that gap, people only see the success or successes. And if we fail, people only tend to see the failure. But what we fail to not see, or we fail to see, is really these important inflection points, these moments along the journey where you decided to take X path when you could have taken Y. And it's in these moments that I think the greatest lessons in life and in leadership and business development or family development, it's there that these lessons are the greatest and most formative to learn. It's my belief that great leaders, great wives, great moms, great husbands, great dads, great entrepreneurs, great anything, those people are not born, they are made. And it's these inflection points along the journey that often provide the most formative influences for those people as they function in the way that they are functioning in this world. And so my desire here is for this series to really document these points along the journey. We're going to emphasize more personal than professional. I generally want to steer clear of the information heavy how-to things when it comes to business, and instead I want to document these important points along the way, these pivot points, these moments of tension, these decisions that need to be made, the failures that were had or the successes that were had, but all along the way to document this process. And so this video series really is going to be a collection of those lessons that were learned in the hopes that as they were helpful in shaping my life and my story, I hope they will be helpful in shaping yours as well. And I think that these lessons learned, these connection points that are made, they usually are only made when you look back on the story that is being told, when you look back on the events that transpired, it's very difficult to see these when you look forward. It's like the late Steve Jobs said.
Of course, it was impossible to connect the dots looking forward when I was in college, but it was very, very clear looking backwards 10 years later. Again, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards.
So, welcome to Smithumentary. We are honored, I am honored that you would take some of your time to really check out our story and what is taking place. This is gonna be the channel where we document the highs, the lows, the happies, the sads, the losses, and the victories. Just wanna invite you to stick around. We're gonna tell you more about it in the next video to come. But welcome to Smithumentary. I'll see you in episode 1.